Happy Halloween. And before you ask, yes, I am in drag. Okay, this is my alter ego. She's a lesbian vampire, and she's super rich. Um, uh, that's all I have to say about her. But anyway, I thought that this would be a good time as any to talk about a really traumatic childhood experience I had that surrounded Halloween. You see, when I was 4, I was in the Halloween parade in my town. I had to be in the Halloween parade in my town because I was the cutest and most well-behaved child in the entire, vicinity. And they were like, "Hey, we'll get this super cute kid," and my dad's like rich or whatever. So they're like, "Okay, everybody knows Joe. We'll let his little kid in." So they put me on top of this float, and I'm having a good time. I can't remember. Yeah, I do remember. I was throwing candy to the kids who were all like dressed in crappy outfits, and I looked fabulous. I think I was dressed like a bee, and I was like not quite a toddler, but not quite a sentient being yet. So I was just throwing my candy out, and I spotted the most terrifying thing of my tiny child existence. Okay, so I look over, and there's this guy in this gorilla suit. And I'd never seen him before, but he was like 6 feet tall and in a gorilla suit. And he just grunts. And he walks in front of us, and he's part of the parade. But I don't know this. I just think that this is a strange man dressed like a gorilla who's out to get me, of course, the cutest bumblebee in the entire town. And I stand there in horror, and they put me down from the float after it's done, and he comes up to my father, and I scream at the top of my lungs. And I'm just so terrified of gorillas after that. I don't know what it is. Whenever we would go to like haunted houses, okay, so we don't have a lot of resources in my town, so they would bring back the same gorilla suit and put it in every single haunted house, and from then on, I was just terrified of gorillas. Like, real gorillas, people in gorilla suits, I'm not anymore. Maybe I am a little. Like, if I saw a gorilla, I'd probably want to punch it in the face. I mean, I'm glad Harambe's dead. RIP. And so, anyway, this is so traumatic. I can't even tell you. So we get home, and this is the worst thing my father's ever done to me. This messed me up more than anything. Like, he might have left me in cars for hours or like other stuff like that, bad dad stuff. But this was just traumatic. This is borderline like stressful. No, it was super stressful. Like, my therapist diagnosed me with PTSD, not because of this, but I'm thinking this is probably what. Anyway, so 5-6-year-old me, we get home, Mom's gonna cook dinner, and she says, "Go into the laundry room and get me some beef broth," I think it was. So I go into the laundry room. It's all dark in our laundry room, and our pantry is off to one side. It's a different room completely. And I open the pantry, and there's no lights, because you can kind of see from the hall. And my dad screams, "Boo!" And he has taken the gorilla mask, put it on his face, and hid from child me. And God, I have never gotten over it. I have never forgiven the bastard.